So this is a very modern take on a traditional Japanese building, which is the Shinto shrine. It is a full-fledged shrine, so as far as the gods are concerned, this is very similar to that. But to really appreciate it, we gotta come back at night. Well, that was easy. On the surface, it doesn't look that much different, if maybe a bit more peaceful because the people are gone. But there is one big difference that you can see over there. The torii gate is illuminated, and its color when you cross under it tells you your fortune. Green and yellow for health, blue for work and creativity, pink for love, white for a financial windfall. So let's cross it and see what the gods have in store for us. So I think that was yellow, which is health. They also have a special amulet here for health while drinking, so maybe that's the one I got. Either way, I'll take it. On my first visit here, there was a ceremony in that room over there, and I had the good fortune of being able to talk to a priest who came out and correctly identified that I'm a French speaker, so he wanted to practice his French with me. And so everything I'm gonna tell you about this shrine, I got it directly from him, so I'm fairly confident about the information that I'm going to give you. So if we set aside the very slick and modern design of the shrine itself, the thing that really stands out is the chigi. It's those V-shaped beams that stick out of the roof, as you can see in this little shrine I visited the other day. In the shrines that have a chigi, those are linked to the shrine deities. If the ends are cut vertically, like in this picture, then the enshrined god is male, and if we cut the beams horizontally, the god is a female. Here at the Musashino-Reiwa shrine, you have both. You'll find Amatesaru, which is a sun goddess, and Susano-no-Mikoto, which is the guardian deity of Higashi Tokorozawa. So these two deities are quite important all on their own in Japanese mythology, but Musashino-Reiwa is special because it enshrines them together to form the great deities of the Kotodama, which is the power of words. Amatesaru represents the light and grace of written expression, and Susano-no-Mikoto is more towards the wild and raw power of emotion. So the blessings you can receive at this shrine are very relevant to people who work in creative media, such as manga, anime, novels, etc., which in turn attracts artists of all kinds right here. And that's probably where the shrine differs the most from its older counterparts. Every other element, while looking decidedly contemporary, is something you could find in a traditional Shinto shrine pretty much anywhere. You can see the offering box in a prayer area in front of the shrine. There's a torii gate and a path that crosses those torii gates, which if you ever walk on those, by the way, try to stick to one side of the path because the middle is for gods. Here are some traditional shrine guardians. You often find lions like here, or dogs, wolves, foxes like here. And here they are at Musashino-Reiwa. And those small wooden blocks, they're wishing tablets. So people can write something that they hope happens, and then they tie it to a rope somewhere around the shrine. And because this shrine is focused on the visual arts, anime is also a big part of the design of those wooden plaques. Inside you can buy amulets, some good luck charms, pretty much the same as in most other shrines, as well as fortune strips. A fortune strip, that's a little piece of paper with your fortune written on it, but the cool thing is that if you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you can just tie it in a knot and leave it right there. There's a purification basin, here's a traditional one, and here's the one in Musashino-Reiwa. Speaking of purification, this little paper doll is called a katashiro, and here's how you use it. You just write your name and age on it, and once that is done, you just come here and you throw it in the river. And supposedly what it does, it absolves you of, small sins that you commit inadvertently during your day-to-day life when you hurt other people without noticing, or you lie to others. You sort of transfer your sins onto the paper and then let the river wash it away. I don't know if it works, but my conscience feels a bit lighter now, so... It's worth talking about the amulets. Those are called omamori, and there is a very unique one that you can only get there. On it, it's written time limit, and it's meant to help for everybody who has like tight deadlines at work. I'm a bit of a lost cause when it comes to procrastination, but my wife isn't, and right now she's butting against some tight deadlines at work, so let's hope it helps. I almost considered getting one of those books. It's a booklet where a shrine or a temple priest or monk will calligraphy a seal as a symbol that you have visited that shrine or temple. And of course, the stamp and seal you can collect at this shrine is also anime themed. In the end, I didn't buy it, but I really liked the design. As it turns out, you can find the same artwork decorating the ceiling of the main hall of the shrine. So it's a phoenix, and the author of that phoenix is none other than Yoshitaka Amano, the man who did character design for Final Fantasy. I did ask the priest about the meaning of the phoenix, and it turns out that's just because Kadokawa, the company who helped pay for all that, uses a phoenix as a logo. It's as simple as that. It's also worth mentioning that in Japan you can do an anime pilgrimage with 88 sacred places, and that shrine is one of them. Not only that, but this shrine is sort of the starting point of that pilgrimage. It is the first physical location. The only other location that comes before the shrine is at Naita Airport. So it is visited a lot by anime fans, but also artists and people who work in creative fields.